Okay, shalom everyone. I'm Shelly Schwartz and I'm the Texas Regional Director of IAC. Nice to see everybody. So our first speaker is coming from Philadelphia, Boaz Ozeri. Boaz is the founder, American friend of Oketz, Senior Sergeant Major in Reserve, IDF Oketz Unit. Boaz,
How you doing? It starts in probably summer of 1999, Lebanon. That was about the time that I finished my service or my training with my dog Tubi, and I was ready to go into my first combat mission. I still remember everything about it. I remember the drive, I remember the dust, I remember the cars, I remember walking into those cars, and the first time I'm going over the border and heading into Lebanon. Leo took me, he was my friend, and he took me and showed me around. That day was very impactful, because that was the first day that I was, for the first time, was shot at, was rocket were thrown at us, and that was the first day that I actually experienced what does it mean to serve as a combat fighter and to actually have threats on your life. Through that time, missions developed. I've been working a lot with my dogs, clearing path, making sure that the situation and every time that we were oriented with our troops were safe for them to continue their mission. And missions were more complicated and they became difficult, but ever since then, still that first day really kept in my memory alive. After a couple of months, I already became a commander and a trainer, and from being sent to operations, I was the one who was sending others. And the sense of responsibility on others also haunted me, because you had to be responsible for them and you had to send other people for their combat missions. And some of them were wounded, dogs died, friends, and you have a lot of responsibility doing so. When we train our dogs and we work with them, there's three things that basically goes into my mind as a dog handler. First is the training, right? We got to make sure that we're trained and we know what we're doing, and to be depending on our dogs and making sure that the dogs know their operation. The second thing is to actually execute, know what you are doing, assess the situation, read the terrain, read the dog, make sure that you know how to adapt yourself, because things change on the battlefield very fast. And the third thing, and the most crucial thing for an Oketz soldier, is to make the call. To say clear, the path is clear, you can continue. It's a go or no go. It's no second chances, there's no committee, there's no if, maybe, or buts, it's a call. And you have to be there for them. Every call you make is a life-saving situation. Calls that you are saying and preventing troops from going into a building or to any terrain as preventing this. And you know what that knock means. After October 7th, was another major turning point in my life. Everything came back. Everybody wanted to do something. Everybody, of course, all of us wanted to be a part of this and to help. And also myself, now living in Philadelphia, like, what could I do? I'm still a reservist. I'm still in the Army. I'm still technically with them, but I'm not holding in a weapon anymore. But I can hold a mouse and a keyboard, and I can hold a mic. I can tell stories, and I can tell their stories of their impact. been way too long since I did that, but I know what they're going through. And one thing I wanted to make sure that their experience won't be like mine. Because my experience was a different time, different climate. We were taught not to cry in funerals. We were taught not to help or not to show weakness. We were taught to be tough and just pass it through. Obviously, that wasn't a good situation to handle. But one thing I knew that October 7th experiences are very fast into the first couple weeks, not even month or weeks into the war. Our Oketz Foundation in Israel rapidly picked up all the different aspects of taking care of our soldiers and our alumni and spending the time with them and making sure that they're okay. And that's a game changer for any PTSD trauma therapist among us here, and know that if you tackle that immediately, you already, I don't know how many % are healing that person. Definitely not like our time where nobody even know. I also remember that as a commander, I did not know how to help my other partners. And once again, after October 7th, those three things, the training, the execution, and the call came into place. What can I do? I know how to do this. I know how to help. I know how to advocate. Execution, I called my friends in the unit. Dudu, what do you need? I'm here for you. This is my service. This is my self-obtained, my new miluim. That's my service. I'm going to help you guys. I don't know how. We're going to do it. And that's, the leading. You have to be there. And you're just going to do that, and people will follow. And once again, the last thing is making the call. We're doing this. This is what's going to happen. We're going to start an organization of friends of, and we're going to advocate for Oketz, and we're going to tell their stories. Because what is happening in Gaza, and what's happening in Lebanon, and what's happening in all around the different terrains needs to be heard, and my friends and my younger brothers needs to be taken care of. So that was my new battlefield, and this is what I'm doing. I started, and friends of mine joined in, and board members aligned, and people said, I'm coming with you, I'm helping you out. And that leadership, without wearing the uniform anymore, was something very, very substantial. And people follow the leaders who take the action and take the execution and make the call. And I was happy, and I'm still happy that I'm fortunate to be that person that started, because among me, there's already dozens of great supporters. But to wrap it up, the story is actually not about me, and not even about the unit, but about the persons that actually did the service and actually did the action in Israel. And among us, with us today here, two of my heroes, two of my friends, two of my younger brothers came and flew in from Israel. They just finished the army service a couple months ago. So with me here, and there's another one.
Yeah.
With me here, Gilad and Shaked are two of our heroes. I wanted to take So that's for them. Because I want to tell you, because we're not going to have that time, but after this, I'll be happy if you come and reach out, because they have the greatest stories, and those heroes saved lives and saved many knocks on the doors. Their dogs, Aisha and Dieson, actually found multiple of explosives. Leshetz was in October 7th, the day of Nahal Oz. Even without a dog, he just took command and took in charge and just battled the nukhbas that came to attack. This is leading in action, whether on uniform or without uniform. Because that's what we do. We lead the pack. So thank you, and thank you.